Welcome back, hippie friends. Chrissy here, bringing you the vibe. Let's dive in. We got some cards down, abundance deck in the middle. I know you can't see this, and then the love deck all around it, like you're surrounded. So while I was shuffling and putting these out and being in sacred space, I can tell you that there was this already a message of something about like setting yourself free, like being something to do with humility, being humble. It feels like almost releasing the restraints of shame, of having to have it perfect, things like that. That was already coming up while I was shuffling. Let's see what the cards bring. Here we go. First card, we got creativity in reverse. This already feels like a holding back, a withholding, as if I'm seeing someone and there's just all this art supplies. There's like paint and paintbrushes and blank canvas, and there's paper with these fancy writing utensils, and there's this like thing on the wall with all of this like hole puncher and paper and ribbon. There's all kinds of supplies. There's just art everywhere, and someone's just sitting at the desk just almost not sure where to begin, or you do know where to begin, but you're not sure if you want to really do that. There's like this procrastination, this back and forth, this withholding. You're there, you have all the supplies, all the resources. You are an artist. You are an artist, and you have things you want to create. Oh my God, do you hear my sprinklers turning on? You want to create. You're there, and you have the ability to do it. But you're sitting there. You're just sitting at the desk. You're not doing it. You're not going full tilt. There's something about withholding back. Again, we talked about that channeled message of like humility and being like, I almost feel like when we talked about letting yourself be free, freeing yourself, I almost feel like that's part of it. It's almost as if you're afraid to go there, afraid to do your art and then showcase it or sell it or put it on display or whatever it is that you're doing it. Like once you finish that piece and you leave that art room, it's almost as if there's a hesitation there. And it could be the standard, what if people don't like it? What if my art is judged? Like that's all very common, right? Fear of failure. But there's also a fear of success present right now. And it has something to do with the fear of not being humble, not staying grounded. It's almost like you were taught not to be boastful, not to be prideful. Don't show that off. I don't know if that was the right thing to teach you. Personal opinion, not spirit. But because there is an element of do it. There's no such thing like show off. It's not a show off, it's a share. You're not showing off your talents and bragging and being prideful and boastful and all the things you were told you weren't allowed to do. You're sharing. You're inviting in connection. When you are in your art, when you're creating your art, whatever it is that means to you, when you're creating and then you're sharing with the world, it opens up a space of connection. It creates safe space for others to share and to showcase things that they love, their passions, their creative endeavors, right? That's what you're doing. So this fear of not being humble was like beaten into you. It's something that was taught. There's something about prideful and boastful and no. But like you're freeing yourself from that. That was the beginning. That was the channeled message. You're freeing yourself from those fears of, am I not grounded? Am I not being humble enough? Am I being too confident? Be confident. Create. You're in this beautiful space with all these resources to create. You have everything you need to be in your passions. But you're withholding. There's a fear there. Like you're going to lose yourself or something in sharing what you're doing. I don't know. Let's keep flipping. Okay. These two came together. We have gratitude and satisfaction. You're not going to lose yourself. You're not going to lose yourself in pride or whatever that is, fear of failure, fear of success. whatever it is that's tricking you into that freeze state where you're not creating, you're not doing anything, like you go to do something and then you don't. That procrastination freeze space, whatever that is, that fear that's paralyzing you, let this be your reassurance. There's no reason to be afraid. You're going to feel so grateful for the connections that you're going to make. Whatever it is that you're doing that you want to share but you're afraid to, once you get over that fear, once you start sharing, the satisfaction and the grateful card, like you're going to be so emotionally fulfilled. You're going to meet other people that are like you, that are involved in whatever you're involved in, that are appreciating what you're creating, that are doing what you're doing, that want a seat at your table. The satisfaction and the gratitude card, you're not going to feel prideful. You're going to feel grateful, thankful. You're meeting like-minded souls. They're grateful for you. You're grateful for them. You're learning from each other. There's a reciprocity there that's waiting to come in. You got to let it come in. That freeze space that you're in, that I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to do nothing. We got to get you out of that. All right, let's flip. These have been I know you can't see it, but I'm flipping the outer love deck cards. So let's flip the other two. The other surrounding love deck. Virtue upside down, detachment upside down. It's like an invitation to detach from the values and virtues and things that you were taught. You were taught something very specific about being prideful, being boastful. Don't show that off. Don't be a know-it-all. Don't be a show-off. Don't be a know-it-all. Don't be a chatterbox, right? Like almost as if you were taught to sit down, shut up, and be still. Speak only when you were spoken to. Like there's an element of that present right now in this reading. It feels like something that you've experienced maybe as a child, and it's something that you've kind of just taken with you. And you might not even realize you have. So then you go to do something like be in your art or be in your craft, your passion project, your endeavor. Maybe you're a little bit of an entrepreneur, whatever you're doing, content creating, whatever it is that you're doing, there is an element of almost like shame or something, or like, don't tell anybody you're doing that. Like, keep that quiet. You don't want to be a know-it-all. You don't want to be a show-off. People don't care, right? Like, there's this element of like, you need to hide it. And Spirit's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. One unhealed human taught that to you. Detach from that. Detach from thinking that that's how you need to be. That is not how you need to be. You don't need to be like sitting still waiting for someone to address you. You can be loud. You can take up space. You can be colorful. You can be creative. This is shaking up like extra today. I'm very sorry. You can share. And people aren't going to go, oh, this one, sharing again. They're going to go, oh, cool, I do that too, or I love that, or I appreciate that, or my cousin's, daughter's hairdressers, dog walkers does it too, and that's so neat, and you two should hang out, like, or you should get on each other's social. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's an element of excitement that's going to happen. I think you're waiting for people. I think that you were taught that if you create and then share your creation, that someone's going to slam the hammer down on that, or that you're wrong somehow. And that's not the case. I mean, I'm sure there's sprinkles of haters here and there, but like nobody really cares about them. They're not really anymore. In 2026, nobody cares about the trolls. But it's like, that's not what's really going to happen. Yeah, sure, maybe. But what's really going to happen is gratitude. People are going to appreciate your craft, your art, what you're putting out there, and you're going to feel the reciprocity. You're going to meet like-minded people that are involved in doing what you're doing. So let's flip the center cards. We got 2 abundance and 1 wild child. Here we go. Completion upside down. Yeah, you're not done here. You're not done. And harmony upside down. Like, this is a very loud pick up the paintbrush. Pick up the paintbrush, hands in clay, pick up the writing utensil, whatever it is that you do. Whatever it is that you do, your art. Whether you're an artist with an actual paintbrush and paint and canvas, or you're an author, maybe you're a singer, maybe you're writing lyrics, maybe you're a dancer, maybe you're choreographing some routine, like whatever it is, clay, I don't know, I'm running out of ideas. Whatever it is that you do, that's your passion, that's your craft, your talent, what lights you up, you're not doing it. And this completion card, like, you're not done. Don't think you're done. You're not done. Spirit is like, pick up the brush, pick up the microphone, pick up the pen, pick up the typewriter, whatever it is that you're doing. You're not in harmony right now because you're withholding. There's like a pause. You're withholding. And Spirit's like, stop that. Stop it. Stop it right now. Keep going. You're not done here. You're not done. The road is not ending here. What is this wild child card? Opportunity. And guess what? It's in reverse. You don't say. Why is it? Because you're not allowing the opportunities if you're not sharing. If you're not letting yourself be vulnerable, sharing your art, your craft, your passion, whatever it is that's lighting you up, that withholding is going to block your opportunities, block your blessings, and block those people, those like-minded people that are going to be so grateful for what you're doing, that want to play with you and be involved. They're not going to know to do that because you're hiding. No more hiding. No more hiding. This is for the person that's done hiding. Feature deck is next, right? Our last card is going to be from our feature deck. And our feature deck is going to be from the Space Baked deck. Yeah, let this be your reassurance. Let it be. Let it be the reassurance that it is your birthright to take up space. It is your birthright to exist. It is your birthright to showcase your passions. It is your birthright to invite in like-minded people and create together, co-create. Take up space. No more hiding. All right. Feature deck. Space Baked. Feature card. Here we go. Wrapping this up with a bow. Channel. Channel. To help you break this cycle, right, of thinking that you shouldn't share, you shouldn't, put your art out there, that it's boastful or it's wrong or it's whatever you got going on that we've just been talking about this whole time. In order to help soften that and break that cycle, because I know you're ready. As you're listening to this, you're like, I'm ready, I'm trying, I want to do it, I want to be brave. Channel with your guides. Talk to your guides, your loving ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, your ascended masters, whoever it is that you're working with. Somebody specific or a whole general squad. Doesn't matter to me. Whoever you're working with, channel them. When you sit and you go to paint, you go to write, you go to do your lyrics, you go to sing, you go to dance, you go to whatever it is that you're creating, that you're crafting as an artist, as an entrepreneur, whatever it is that you're doing, invite your guides in when you start to do it. Literally sit there before you pick up that paintbrush and call them in. Say a little prayer, a little blessing, and ask for their guidance, ask for their flow, ask for their inspiration. Ask to be a vessel of the Holy Spirit. Let it flow through you and out. That you can get on board with, can't you? And then that you might feel more inclined to share. Because you're like, look, I got a team of angels helping me with this. We can share this. It's divine. It's not boastful. You're not bragging. You're co-creating with spirit and then co-creating with the collective. You're inviting. Channel. That will help. That will help soften the, should I be out there with, waving my freak flag? Yeah, you should. Sure. Spirit says you, and they're going to help you do it. All right. Well, let's get this up. Thank you for choosing to vibe here today and be part of the Hippie Vibe Tribe. I love you all, and I will see you on the very next message.